today I'm going to talk about what I did in my speaking exam for my fourth week. In my fourth week of joining the speaking class. Today the exam was similar like questions and answer. So the teacher will ask us about a particular topic. For example, like in this case, he asked me about what is the best movie that I've ever watched, and what is the reason, and describe it. I answered that my favorite movie, the best movie that I've ever watched, was Harry Potter. Yeah, everyone must Harry Potter at least once in your life. So if you haven't watched it, please watch it because it was such a great novel and movie, of course. So one of the reasons why I like Harry Potter is Harry Potter is one of the first British movie that I watched when I was chill. I think it was around um, middle school or sixth grade. In sixth grader, I watched Harry Potter on the TV, and it kind of giving me a different topic because maybe because it has um, fantasy magical world that giving me a new perspective about the world of magic. Like we got to travel to another dimension, or we got to travel to the past because Harry Potter in the fantasy world, in the magic world, lived in actually in the modern era. But when he moved to the school and the magic school, the background was different. It's giving me more like 19th century era. Yes, and the second one is because I fall in love with the British accent. British accent sounds so classy, like when they talk like that with their posh accent, it sounds classy, elegant, and sounds like how nobility speaks. Because it sounds formal, so that's why I fall in love with how the character speaks in their British accent. And the second one is, of course, I love the characters. For example, like Harry Potter, Hermione, and Ron. And one of my favorites, two of my favorite side characters are Sirius Black and Professor Lupin. I think you know the reason why, because they are kind of unique, complicated, and they have their own reason why they live like that, and that's what makes those two characters, like Professor Lupin and Sirius Black, was such a mesmerizing character. Yeah, that's the reason why I love Harry Potter. And the second topic is, uh, eh, what do you think about when our world only have one language? Yeah, so I answer like, of course it was such a bad development. Having one language in the world means that we do not accept the diversity of our society. Like we lived from Indonesia, and they also have another country outside there, for example like Malaysia, Singapore, England, and many other countries. Of course they have their own language and their own culture. So if we live with only one language in the world, it means that we do not respect our diverse society. So yes, English is important, essential for us, that we use it as our global language, but at the same time we also need our mother language, our national language in our life, because it is part of our identity. That's why we live in society, because we need to accept, respect, and um, yeah, accept, respect another culture that uh, in this life. Yeah, I think that's all. And the last part is when my teacher give gave me some feedbacks about how I talk. Like I did some, yeah, mistakes that I had some mistakes. For example, like when I say it giving me, but it should be it's giving me, or it was giving me, because it and giving is no. So yeah, he gave me feedback about my grammar, and then about my pronunciation. Like for example, like when we say go, so it is not go or so, but go, so. So it's like kind of different. No. And then the last one is about saying the difference between saying reason and reason. Alasan. Jadi reason and reason, but uh, the the correct way to say it is reason. So we should say it like z, because s was in between two vowels, two vocal letter, like e and a. So reason. And I think that's all for today. Today I was in my room in the boarding house, so yes, I don't want to make some noises to my neighbor. So thank you for watching. Have a good day. Greetings. English is possible. Everything is possible with English. Bye bye.